Hello everybody, welcome back to my 273rd EDH deck. I don't know, just a little over a third of the way done. Well, total, I'm not a third of the way done with Dominaria. I've still got a lot of decks to go. Anyway, today we're going to talk about Torgaar. He gets hungry, he eats stuff. That's just what he does. He is a 2 mana, 7 power commander, because that's how I'm going to play him. That's how I built him. Turn 2, I can almost guarantee I'm going to play a creature. Turn 3, I'm going to play a creature. And turn 4, I'm going to play Torgaar. That's the line of play. And then, you're going to Half-Life somebody and just go to town with your 7/6. The very first card I thought of when we got the Gosh book from Dominaria, the very first card I thought of was Breeding Pit. I was like, wow. So I can just make some thralls that ain't nothing, and then he can eat them. That's the long-term goal. I mean, that's because he's going to die. And to be honest with you, you want him to die. But your thralls, you don't really care about them anyway because it's not a thrall deck. It's just the only reason why I'm running Breeding Pit is because I have a hungry general that I want to feed. And, he'll die a bunch. And that's good because you get to recast him and get that sweet, sweet enter the battlefield trigger again. I guess let's go ahead and look at Lifeline. Lifeline is a beautiful card. I mean, it is gorgeous. It's only got this one printing. Hell, it may even be on the list. I don't know. But whenever you sacrifice your guys, you get them back if there's another creature in play. So, what? So more than likely, in a multiplayer format, there's going to be somebody else with creatures. So that's why I chose Lifeline in particular for this deck. I know Lifeline can slot well into a lot of decks that involve sacrificing and recursive sacrificing, but what else we got? Oh yeah, I guess you want to look at the creatures. Well, I did something different because I had to do it. I had to do it for somewhere. Rat Colony. I had to do it for one deck. And 2 mana for a rat is... if you're going to sacrifice something, the rat's a good thing to sack early game. And then later on, it's not a bad thing to just... as a plan B. It's a pretty solid plan B. I'm playing 25 rat colonies because, to be honest with you, out of the Dominaria that I opened, that's how many I got. I would probably be running a little more. I think I am running a little shy. I want to say it's 35 lands, but because I have this many 2-drops, it's skewing my, average converted mana cost. By the way, the Decklist is up on tappedout.com. It is has the same name as this video. So, Torgaar is my rat colony deck. Obviously, this is going to be a quick video because I just covered 25 cards. And with rat colony, I do have to have Thrumming Stone, just because it's part and parcel. There we go. Relentless Rats, I kind of like the fact that they have the 1 toughness. I don't know. Yeah, they're going to die, but, it's whatever. Speaking of dying, I have a large chunk of the deck devoted to, to get your Thrumming Stone and whatever else you may need. There's the Diabolic Tutor and the Final Parting. Now, Final Parting's not bad too because you get to pitch something into the grave. Let's look at ramp before we get into creature kill. Now, this is a perfect opportunity for the Cabal Stronghold. And by the way, Rogue's Passage is, of course, pretty sweet, getting your 7 power general, because that's exactly 3 hits. And see, the rest of it, I don't have a whole lot of ramp, because like I said, it's not... We're not dealing with a real high mana cost here. I mean, these 4 are pretty much it. And let's see, card draw. I do have Sign in Blood and Dark Tutelage. Dark Tutelage can hurt, but playing the odds of your 2 mana dudes, Now, let's kill some things. Befoul kills a ton of stuff, all those lands that bother you, and, you know, non-black dudes. Dismember, you run a Dismember for those indestructible creatures. This is why we all run Dismember. Go for the Throat. Doomblade. I have Avatar of Woe in the removal section because, let's face it, that's what she is. And most of the time she does cost 2. I guess that's the thing. Big fat 8 drops that cost 2. Because you're going to put some creatures in your graveyard naturally anyway. And then Avatar Woe is one of those that it does, for our format with 4 or 6, or last week we had 9 graveyards in the game. It's pretty easy to meet that criteria. Terror. You know, I'm kind of liking the new cast down. It ain't overpowered for us, but it is pretty good. I mean, it does, obviously it's not killing any commander, but it kills a lot of stuff. I am running Tendrils of Corruption along with good old-fashioned Corrupt, because, you know, we're going to need a little bit of life gain probably. Diabolic Edict and the sorcery version. Cruel Edict. I miss those full art cards. Murder. Dark Banishing. Now, Ashes to Ashes, I criminally underplayed, because this is a card. It's going to exile 2 creatures. Yeah, they're not artifacts, whatever. I'll pay 5 life for that. I will exile those 2. I will, because it doesn't kill them. It does get rid of indestructible things. I mean, Ashes to Ashes is Walk the Plank. And, of course, my board wipe is in Garrick's Wake, because y'all know I bought like 30 of them for, I don't know, 15 cents a piece or something. But anyway, the last one is Settle the Score. Now, this one had me, I love this. Okay, you exile the creature, so here again, getting rid of those indestructibles, and put 2 loyalty counters on a planeswalker you control. Now, let's talk about my planeswalkers. I'm being that guy with Sorin Markov. Yeah, he doesn't fit. You know, we're deep in black, and of course, this Markov is about as black of a walker as you can get. And just that, I mean, to get somebody bloodied, bloodied is I'm not a big D&D person, but bloodied is a D&D term for Half-Life or whatever, but making somebody at 10 is remarkable. You got a little creature control and life gain in the beginning, or you can just Mindslaver somebody. Yeah, but Ob Nixilis, though. Let's see if we can't clean Ob Nixilis up a little bit. You're going to gain some life. You're going to get a demon. But the reason why we're doing this is to sack a rat, gain a ton of life, draw a ton of cards, because it's a rat. And I've got 25 rats. That's why he's in there. Now, going all in on rats, a little risky. But, I mean, they're going to get wiped. Rats are going to die. That's just how it is. Relentless Rats has so many people scared of that it's just going to die. There is no way in this deck to give haste. Chroma's Memorial is great. Eldrazi Monument, giving them indestructible and flying, and plus is awesome. I just feel like those cards are better served elsewhere. But in mono black, there's not a lot of way to give them haste. So you know, they've got a turn to deal with it. Twilight's Call, or, you know, if Living End is more your fancy, that's awesome too. But after they do Wrath, I'm just gonna get them all back. And yeah, there's another Wrath is probably incoming. Uh, I like Bone Harvest. I like Bone Harvest a lot because it does several things. One, it gets my rats back. If I happen to have my Thrumming Stone, I get all my rats for 2 mana. I literally get all my rats for 2 mana. But also, you can late game, if somebody needs to draw that answer, you can hose them out of it with Bone Harvest. Oh, no, you can't because it says your graveyard. I was just trying to think outside. I've always played it on me, but I was trying to, you know, twist it and make it, I don't know, something that it wasn't apparently. Anyway, Elixir of Immortality is going to shuffle them back into the deck too. Shuffle your rats back. Here, let's look at just some good old-fashioned Siphon Soul. A little bit of life gain. trying to make up for this Dark Tutelage, man. Because I know I'm going to draw that Avatar Woe off that Dark Tutelage. I know I am. Mind Sludge. Somebody's dropping their hand. This is a 5-mana Mind Twist is what this is. Now, I am playing with the Magic Hate Ball. I love that. Oh my God, I laughed so hard when I heard that. I believe that was on Magic Mike's or whatever. This is because, let's face it, how many games have you played where somebody's doubling their mana or somebody's doubling all mana or whatever? Somebody's just doubling. Now, this does work counter to our Dark Cabal land, but that's a chance I'm willing to take. I'll do something cutesy with Dampening Sphere at some point in time. It'll probably involve a red artifact deck, but yeah, I like it. It shuts down a whole bunch of stuff. A whole bunch, all those mana doublers. Because in EDH, they are all prevalent. This is great in other formats, but let's face it, we're all in on EDH. Or at least I am. And we've got, you know, the largest card pool there is, I believe. Now, I got 3 cards left. Hecatome. I love me some Hecatome. Y'all know that. I've got it in a couple decks. Yeah, you're going to sack 4 dudes. Don't care. Grave Pact would also be awesome in this deck. I am straight up out of Grave Pact. But it looks like it's going to be in the Commander Anthology. So, along with, you know, everything else. 400 cards. But anyway. Grave Pact be sweet. But Hecatome here is you're sacking 4 dudes, and then after that, your swamps become killing machines. Oh my God. And you'd be surprised how often Hecatome gets overlooked. Because they're just thrilled you sacked 4 dudes. And, of course, you have to watch how you play it. It's hard not to just kill everything all the time. But if the creature's not bothering me, I don't care about it. If it's attacking somebody else, if you start killing everything all the time, you're going to lose your Hecatome, and then you're out, you know, a ton of tempo. Now, Frankenstein's Monster. I love some Frankenstein's Monster. And this is what's going to play off of, oh, you killed my rats? Okay. Let's talk to Dr. Frankenstein and his monster. So, I love the weird counters that they did back then. I'm glad they're standard now and +1/+1. But there's a part of me that just wants to mishmash, evenly do the +2/0 and the +02, just to be, because it'll end up being the same thing if there's an even number. But anyway, I like Frankenstein's Monster. He's in there to eat some rats later. Whoop. But my coup de grace, the last card, Word of Binding. Word of Binding. This is outstanding. In the event you untap with your field full of rats, they're going to be ridiculously large. There will be enough, regardless of how big the game is, there will be enough rats to kill every player. You just have to get through. As long as you can target the creature, you can tap it. Wow. Black don't get this anymore. I mean, you know, artifacts and stuff like that, blue. Black doesn't get tapping creatures. I guess this would also work incredibly well with a Royal Assassin or those type effects, but let's see what we got here. Non-basic wise, the Memorial to Folly, might as well. It gets a dude back. Zhalfir and Void, telling you what, Zhalfir and Void I can't get enough of, especially in monocolor decks. And then, I have a ton of swamps. That's what I've got for this deck. I do appreciate you watching. Torgaar was, this may not be, this is probably one of the weaker ones. I think it comes in at $141 or $140 something. I don't know. Dollar value doesn't really mean a lot to me, but I don't know. It'll be for. I don't know that I'm going to play this a ton or all the time. I'll obviously play it once. I'll have to take it. I'm actually building more decks than we played. Last week we played, and there was, a couple of really large 9 and 7 player games. So anyway, let's see how it does. I do appreciate you watching. Y'all let me know what you think. But right now, we're going to shuffle and cut.